Good morning, Upper School. Before we start this week's assembly, I need to share a very important message with you all. We've made significant changes to how we teach in order to make sure that we can keep you and your family safe. These changes also ensure that you are taught by an expert teacher for every single lesson. On the whole, we have been very impressed by the self-discipline and courage that you've demonstrated in adapting to the changes. Thank you very much for that. However, because our lessons are being streamed on video, it's now more important than ever that our conduct in the classroom is perfect. Any disruption is unacceptable because it prevents other students from hearing the expert teacher and keeping up with the lesson. Individual students will not be allowed to disrupt the learning of the class. Because of the hard work your teachers have done to prepare for the possibility of a second lockdown, we can now provide students working at home with recorded lessons that exactly match what is being done in the classroom. This means that if individual students are unable to cope in school and are disrupting the learning of their classmates, they will simply be sent home to work remotely. This week, 3 students who disrupted the learning have been excluded for 5 days. These students will spend the next week working at home, using these virtual resources to follow the academy timetable. They are being monitored throughout the day to ensure that they are completing all of the work set and following the academy timetable. These students will not be able to rejoin the academy until all work is completed. Through no fault of your own, you have all had 6 months stuck at home by yourselves. You need to be in school with your friends and with your teachers. However, we will continue to send home any students who disrupt learning, confident that we can set you the work you need to and check that it's being completed every single day. Thank you again to the vast majority of students who are getting this right every day. We all know that our academy motto is, "It takes a whole community to bring up a child." We are all members of that community. This means that each of us has a responsibility to take care of and protect all members of our Boulton family. We need everyone to feel safe and respected. Today we're going to discuss something which can prevent people from feeling safe and respected: bullying. In this assembly, we're going to question what bullying is, why it's still a problem, and most importantly, how we stop it. There are 5 questions coming up to help us think about bullying behaviour and what we can do about it. Before we talk about how we can stop bullying, we should decide what we mean by the phrase in the first place. So, question 1. What is bullying? We all fall out with our friends occasionally. We can all think of times when somebody has let us down or made us feel angry. But we also know that there's a big difference between a disagreement with someone and being deliberately hurt by them. Bullying can mean different things to different people. As an academy, we define it as behaviour which is intended to hurt somebody, either emotionally or physically. Bullying between young people is serious, but using the word bully or bullying can sometimes make it sound trivial. He's just a big bully. But make no mistake, bullying is abuse. Some bullying is physical, kicking, hitting or pushing someone, or it could mean taking their things or damaging their belongings. Some bullying is verbal, name-calling, offensive comments or making threats. Some bullying is about relationships, deliberately ignoring someone or shutting them out of a group, or gossiping about them and spreading rumours. An increasing problem is cyberbullying, where hurtful things are said and done online. The important thing to remember is that no one has the right to hurt you or make you feel bad. If someone does hurt you, physically or emotionally, you have the right to ask them to stop. And you have the right to ask the academy for help to make them stop. Question 2. Who gets bullied? Is it just young people who get bullied, or do adults get bullied as well? Is it people who are a bit different who are picked on, or could it be anyone? I'd like you to take 1 minute now in your groups to discuss and then watch the first video. Who gets bullied and why? Do that now. Thank you. It seems as if bullying can happen to anybody at any time. One of the people interviewed in the film said, anyone can get bullied, regardless of race, age or sex. That's the bad news. But I'll say this again. Bullying is wrong, and no one has the right to hurt you or make you feel bad. One of the people interviewed in the film said that some people who are bullied aren't very confident and that they are asking for it, which is a bit like saying if someone has sprained their ankle, it's okay to break it for them. It's rubbish. No one asks for it. So I'll say this one more time. Bullying is wrong, and no one has the right to hurt you or make you feel bad. 20 years ago, most bullying tended to be either physical or verbal, but easy internet access combined with increased use of mobile phones and other devices has made cyberbullying a massive problem. This leads us on to question 3. Is cyberbullying really bullying or just a bit of banter? I think we all know the answer to this. There's banter, which is just a bit of fun, and then there's the things that people send out to deliberately hurt or upset people. But some people still disagree that this is really bullying. I'd like you to pause now and watch the second film, Banter or Bullying. You'll then discuss in your groups for 1 minute. Do that now. Thank you. The trouble is, when we see something written down or on a screen, we don't necessarily hear the way it might be said. For example, if someone said, "You wouldn't believe what my little brother's done. When I get home, I'm going to kill him." You could probably tell by their tone of voice that the little brother isn't going to come to any real harm. There might be an argument, but it's unlikely to involve actual murder. On the other hand, if someone reads, "I am going to kill you," on a screen, it feels very different. Complaints to the organisation Bullying UK shows that people who were once your best friends can be the ones who spread most of the nasty rumours and gossip. It's probably best to keep secrets to yourself. The best advice is to only tell or show someone things that wouldn't embarrass you if other people found out about them. Because remember this, nothing is private on the internet, ever. Social networking sites can be a great way to keep in touch with friends, but the worst thing about them is that anything nasty posted about you can be seen by lots of people. The nasty comment, even if it wasn't meant in a nasty way, is public, and everyone can see it. Bullies often use the internet to upset and harass people, but what they don't realise often is that anyone who makes threats on the internet is committing a criminal offence. It is against the law in the UK to use the internet to frighten or upset people. If ever someone sees something on the internet that makes them feel uncomfortable or upset, they should tell a parent or another adult. It might be a forwarded email, a message on WhatsApp, a photo on Instagram, or a comment on Twitter. Anything. Posting false, rude, or nasty things about people on the internet is against the law, and people are regularly taken to court and punished for it. Question number 4. Who are the bullies? Are they just the people who send the nasty messages and post the unkind comments, or are they the people who pass them on to bullies as well? No one is saying that young people shouldn't use social networking, but it does have its bad side. If someone threatens you, it's essential that you tell a parent or a teacher, and if necessary, the school will make a complaint to the police. I'd like you to pause now and watch the third film, entitled Cyber Cowards. Pause the video now. Thank you. So in that video, Harry was cyberbullied by someone who set up a fake profile in his name. Harry is an incredibly strong-minded person, so he told his parents, who contacted his school, and the issue was dealt with without any more harm being caused. This took courage. Harry said that cyberbullying like this is pathetic and pitiful. He is in no doubt that cyberbullying is a cowardly thing done by people who are bored and unfulfilled. Question 5. So what can be done about bullying? Here are our top 10 tips to stop bullying. Number 1. Stop the bullying before it starts. Always treat other people with respect, even when you disagree with them. Be careful about what you say and what you send. This takes self-discipline, but it will earn you respect. Number 2. Show courage. No one has the right to make you feel bad or to hurt you physically or emotionally. If you are being bullied, you don't have to put up with it. It takes courage to stand up to bullies. Number 3. Know the difference between an argument and bullying. Being bullied is not the same as falling out with or having an argument with friends. We all fall out with our friends from time to time, but even when someone has upset you, remember you always have a choice about what you say to them or about them. Number 4, don't be part of bullying behaviour. If you see bullying happening to anyone, a friend or someone you don't even know, don't stand and watch, go and get help and help to stop it. Number 5, bullies always have a choice. They decide whether to bully someone or even to watch someone being bullied. If you find yourself bullying someone, ask for help from someone you trust. Number 6, if you are being bullied, tell someone what is happening as soon as possible. Talk things through with your parents at home, with a friend or your personal tutor, and make sure that they know that you want it to stop. There is lots that we can do to help as soon as you tell us. Number 7, do not retaliate. Do not respond or retaliate. If someone is bullying you, stay calm and get yourself out of the situation wherever possible. If you try to fight back, you might make the situation worse or even get yourself into trouble. Number 8, keep the evidence of bullying. If you feel that you are being bullied, keep any evidence. Don't delete unkind text messages or emails. Keep a copy of everything, including any pictures, video, web addresses and conversations, even if this feels really embarrassing. Number 9, remember, if you're being bullied, it is not your fault. Bullying is always wrong, and you do not have to put up with it. And finally, number 10, reverse the trend. Why not try saying 10 kind things or sending 10 nice messages to your friends this week? Bullying is a serious issue. It is abuse and it is wrong. If you're being bullied or you're worried about a friend who's being bullied, you do not have to put up with it. Talk to someone about it. We're better without bullying, so let's work together to make a future without it. And now we're going to finish as always by sharing our shout-outs for the week. Your personal tutor will start and then hand over to you for your shout-outs. Thank you, Ark School. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday.